Alright Assad, last time when I gave you the video you didn't edit this bit out, so just reminding you, edit this out, okay? So edit it, because it was weird, so edit it out. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey students, it's Vinh, and you know what guys, I'm so blown away by the feedback on the last video with the showmanship, with my TED Talk. If you haven't seen that video yet, you're gonna learn a bunch of things on presentation skills. Check out the video here, alright? Now, this video is gonna be my first video teaching you a piece of magic, and you know, I don't know how to describe this trick because I use it as a closer. So when I'm performing close-up magic, I use this very piece as a closing piece of magic, and it gets reactions that are crazy. I've had people scream, I've had groups of people just freak out when you use it as a closer. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just going to tell you guys a little quick story. You know, when I was really little as a child, I loved to take things apart, and any opportunity I had when mum and dad weren't home, I'd take the family radio and take it apart. But the thing that was different about me was I'd always be able to put things back together. And this became just a huge obsession when I was little, okay? And I'd always be doing it. And as I got better and better and better at it, I was gradually able to fix things as well. And so this stuck with me all throughout life, and even up till now when I'm performing magic, I always try to think of ways of how can I bring those skills I learnt as a child and put it into magic as well. So this is what I actually came up with, okay? So look, whenever you're ready, I want you to just touch any card you want, doesn't matter, look, just touch any single one you want, okay? You sure?
Yep.
Okay, have a quick look.
Yep.
Okay, don't forget, take your card as well, okay. That's fine. All right, beautiful. So the 10 of clubs. You see, but the thing is with magic, how do you take a card, a playing card apart? How do you actually do that? It's kind of confusing. But the way you do that is you just tear it. Okay, so outright you just tear it. So if I tear it again, like that, and we just tear it all up, like so. Okay, so all the pieces are now torn. All right, so I'm just gonna say, it doesn't matter which piece, say we take a piece and let this symbolize somewhat of a receipt. Okay, so pretend that was a receipt. The rest of these pieces, we just take it and we just put it in the box. We no longer need them, that's fine. We just need that little piece there. So we'll pop them into the box, okay? Beautiful, beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is, that piece you have there, I'm gonna get you to sign it, okay? So I'm just gonna grab you my pen, sorry, just my pen here. Beautiful. If you could just sign that for me, perfect. Sign your signature on there. Okay, so I just want you to show the camera. So there's only one piece in that entire ripped up card that actually has Jeff's signature on it. I'm gonna show you guys something that's, it's really gonna make you question reality. Watch this, okay? So the cards are actually in here, you can hear them, okay? Watch. Slowly. Okay, to the average person, it seems as if nothing happened. But through many years of performing magic, I've actually found a way to fix cards. You see, before I ripped the 10 of clubs up, but now it's restored itself. You see, now you could debate this, but you actually have a receipt here that fits exactly perfect to the 10 that has just been restored. All right, I really like this routine, okay? So you guys have to treat this one with extra respect, okay? So make sure you learn it well and perform it well. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the setup. So what do you guys actually need? Boom. You need a normal packet of cards, a pen of some sort, Sharpie if you have one. I just love that brand. Promote us if you want. And you need an empty box and you need a duplicate, okay? So you guys are in a position where that's the props that you have and you need those. And this can be any duplicate that you want. Just pick one that you're gonna be able to use and you're ready to go. So now what do you do with the props that you have? Okay, I'm gonna show you how to set it up first. So the first thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to crunch up a 9, but you're gonna do it in a very particular way. You're gonna fold it into thirds, okay, lengthwise. So boom, so that's 1/3. And when you fold this one into thirds, there you got a third, 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, like that, okay? Then you want to fold it again into thirds, but along the middle like that. So you do it again and done. The reason you want to do that is so that now when you rip off this 9 here, like this, there's already a crease there that helps you rip it. So it comes off fairly clean. You don't want it too clean, but you want it fairly clean. Now another little point here I'm going to mention is you don't want to just take off the 9 and just its closest pip to it like that. You want to take off maybe 2 pips. So later on when you match it, like I did before, it looks a lot more realistic, okay? So that's a little tip there. Make sure you take that on board when you're ripping the 9. So this 9 here is already completed. So then you scrunch this one up a bit more just to make it extra wrinkled, so it looks extra real. Then you can kind of fold it up any way you like. Just doesn't matter how you want to fold it up. And you put this into the empty box, like so, okay? Sharpie goes into your pocket, left pocket, okay? It's up to you, left or right, but you'll see in a moment. So you want it in your left pocket. I'm just gonna put it in my left for now. And this 9 here that I'm gonna be keeping is gonna be held in a finger palm position. And the rest of the cards go on top of that card. And the 9 of spades goes on top. This is on the table. You guys are ready to go. Okay, so where do we go from here? So you're in a position, again, let's just recap. You've got the 9 of spades on top, a piece of 9 of spade there. Okay, now remember this 9 of spades has to be facing up, okay? That's another thing I didn't mention before. It's got to be facing up, the rest of the pack goes on top like that, okay? And you also got the Sharpie in your left pocket, okay? And the restored card is already here. Okay, so what you do first is you need to do a card force, okay? So the particular card force I used was this one here, like that. And then I go, oh, you know what? You can touch any, and they touch, boom, done. Okay, so make sure you go learn this card force variation, all right? So then you give the 9 of spades to the spectator, okay? And they're looking at it, and you go, beautiful. Hand that back to me. And then put it face up onto the pack like so. Because once it's face up now, all you do is you put your thumb over the top, because remember, you got that 9 on the bottom there as well, and you don't want the spectators to see that. So you put your thumb on top, your other hand comes in, grabs the pack, and drags that 9 of spades like that. So you're still concealing that piece of 9 of spade there, and you hold it just on top like that. And then you flip it forward like so. All right guys, so this is now the current position you're in. You've got the piece of 9 of spades behind the actual 9 of spades. So you're like that, okay? So here it's very important that you're gesturing and you're talking very casually, and then just casually come in with this hand with your thumb and index finger to grab the 9 at the back with your thumb. Keep talking, because you're kind of suggesting that there's nothing behind the card by doing that, okay? So you start here, come across here, keep talking, and then you go, you know what? How do you actually take a card apart? Easy. And then from here, when you're ripping it, you keep it towards around the middle so it's easier for you to rip, and then you just rip the card down like that. Like so, okay? Then take this, put it towards the middle, and move this card back, because even if you flash here, it's okay, your fingers are covering. So pull it back towards your fingers, and then rip it down again. Put it to the front, and now you're pretty much covered. And then just rip it into thirds again, because the ripping motion has to mimic the way you folded the cards at the start. So now, once you're here, you have to make sure that the piece that you're giving them as a receipt is the piece closest to you. That's right next to your thumb right there. You have to keep an eye on that, because if you lose track of that, you're not gonna know which piece to give them. And that's the piece that corresponds to the piece that's being restored supposedly in the pack right now. All right, now, like I said before, so this is the piece you need to hand out to them, but you don't want to go boom, straight and give them that piece. You just want to go, look, see, all pieces of the cards, all torn into little pieces. Turn some of them over and just show them. So I'm just going to give you this piece and say this piece was the receipt. Okay, just like you randomly took any piece, you didn't even care. All right, you want to make sure you emphasize on that I didn't care attitude, okay? Not too much that you seem like a bit of a doinky doink, so don't do that, all right? So what you want to do is give that to the spectator, so say the spectator had that. Now, here's the crucial part. As the performer, what you're going to do is you go, look, I'm just going to take the rest of these cards and I'm just going to put them back in the pack. You're not actually putting them in the pack, guys. What you're doing is this. I open the pack and I do this. I go, boom. So from the front, it appears as if I put it in the pack. But from the back, you guys can clearly see that I'm just holding it with my thumb. Okay guys, so here you guys are in kind of a sticky situation where you've got a whole bunch of cards back here, front's clean, back's just dirty as, okay? So how do you get out of this situation? This is where that pen comes in, okay? So before I even explain that pen, you need to get the cards into a different position, or the whole pack here, or this situation into a different position. You need to be in this position here, so watch. What you do is, you take your other hand, come in, thumb behind, 2 fingers on the front like that, turn the cards over and put them in almost like a mechanic's grip position. So now the cards, all the pieces are actually there. and the pack is on top, so the spectators can't see it. Now you're gonna play an idiot and use your right hand and go, oh, I think the pen's in here, let me get my pen out. Wait, what? It's not over here. Don't have to do the accent, it's optional. And then from here, you take the packet of cards and you hold a fist. See, I took all those cards away now as I go to my pocket and dump. Immediately like that, and just straight away come out with the pen and go, ah, there it is. Ah, I get mixed up with my left and right. And then get them to sign the card. Okay, so now that you've got the pen out, get the spectator to sign it. So I'm just gonna quickly sign that. Okay, it's very important they sign it, so don't skip this step because the pen is used as misdirection and also you get them to sign it as proof, okay? Then you can put the pen away. So now that you've dumped everything in your pocket, they've signed it, guys, this is all done. Everything is done. The rest of this is just, it's all about milking, okay? So you really wanna bring this effect home now. Don't bring it halfway and not bring it home. Bring it all the way home, get a home run, all right? So what you wanna do is get them to hang on to this. Don't let go of this. Make sure that you cannot get to it, okay? So then you go, look, and here's a little subtlety as well. You shake the pack and you go, can you hear the pieces? And if they say yes, they can hear the pieces, that's them saying, yes, there are pieces in there that you put in there before. So you kind of want to do that little subtlety, get them to agree. Because once they agree and you make it all kind of come together, it's very, very amazing, okay? So get them to agree and go, can you hear the pieces kind of thing? And then they say yes, and then it's in there. So then when I actually do the move, my move is this. I like to cover it completely to make them think something must be happening. And I just jerk a finger like that. And it looks like something happened. Because that's the magic moment that I create. And then when you open this, guys, seriously, when you open this and you go, look, seriously, when they notice that the card is actually not in pieces and all stuck together like this, they're gonna freak out. But they're gonna really freak out when you take their piece that they signed and you put it together. Oh my God, like seriously, they will probably poo their pants very, very, very badly. Okay, just before we go into the tips, an alternative way to actually end this is, you've got the pieces in here done, they've got that piece there, and you just do this. Look. So instead of scrunching up that 9 of spades, leave it like that. Sometimes I feel that when you reveal it like you're pulling it out, you drop it on the table and the people suspect that there's pieces in it and you do this. Again, this adds another layer. And then when you just put that together, same thing, guys. It adds another, there's a different way you can dress it up. So I just thought I'd let you know both alternatives. All right, guys, tip number 1. Okay, I'm speaking here from personal experience, okay? You do not want to use this effect here as an opener, okay? I remember once I did this as an opener and the entire night, everything I did after that was not good enough. Everything I did after this performance here, they go, oh, can you do the other one again? No one really wanted to see anything else because if you open with something so powerful and then the rest of the other tricks aren't as powerful, you dug yourself a grave. So make sure you kind of end with this because this is a beautiful one to end on because they're gonna have no idea. You're left dirty as well with the card pieces. So again, just remember, don't use this as an opener. Use it more of as an ending routine. Tip number 2. So, you guys are gonna find that you'll be the most nervous during this part here. When you say to the spectators, all right guys, so I've given you a piece and I've got the rest of the pieces here and I'll put them into the pack, okay? This is the part you're gonna find you're most nervous. Well, for me, that was the case anyway. But don't speed this up, okay? I've seen a couple of my friends do this effect and they go from here and they really wanna speed it up, they just wanna get rid of it and they go, oh, where's the pen? And they don't even do the other thing, they just go straight to the pocket, dump and get the pen, okay? That seems gross, okay? That's yuck. You're gonna wanna make sure you do this nice and slow. I know you guys will be nervous, but do it nice and slow. So from here, you go, look, I'm gonna put these into the pack, like so. Go nice and slow, nice and slow. Let's go, gone, okay? And present for a second, and then close. The slower you do it, the less suspicion you're gonna create. And then from here, you guys already know the move. Make sure you go to this pocket first, and go, oh, it's not in there. Then go to this one. And just do this all very casually because you have to focus and remember that as a spectator, if a magician does anything that's fast, it's no good. All right, guys, let's just quickly cover angles, okay? The only angle issues you're gonna have are when you're in this position here. All right, you've got the cards there on your thumb and you're holding it up like that. So your angles are pretty obvious. Everyone in front of you won't be able to see it. Everyone behind you, going to be able to see it, okay? So you want to make sure all your spectators are towards your front, okay? Now, the next angle issue is when you're in this position here, and the cards are all here, and your packet is on top, like that. And you're actually going out to go to get your pen. But if you do this, they're gonna see it, right? So you wanna make sure you close your hands first as you come out and go into your pocket. That way you eliminate any angle problems, okay? So make sure you close your hand first as you go into your pocket. Don't pull your hand out like that and then close it. Just a little tip for you with the angles.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed that. You know, it's one of my favorite pieces of magic. I love performing it because there's so much room for stories. There's so much room for presentation. It's gonna be good. Try it out. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Vin, what are you holding? Good question. This is a little gift I got from Assad, and it has been the best thing ever. I love this. You know, I don't have many things that I travel with that I bring every time. I bring this everywhere around the world with me. And I have to tell you, this single-handedly has improved my sleight of hand ability tenfold. So guys, if you want one, because I got a lot of people commenting and asking where I get it from, jump on 52cards.com. Now, for those of you who feel inclined, if you like my stuff and you like what I teach, please jump onto my YouTube channel and check out some of my content as well. You should subscribe, but you don't have to. Of course, no one has to, but you should.